All right, great to have you back. And it's time for our first discussion on the show. And I'm sure, I'm hoping you're going to love this. This is as positive as it can be. We're going to be talking youth consciousness, to youth development. We're going to be talking about nation building on this edition of our discussion. Youth consciousness leader and a political enthusiast we have with us today, Damasus O. I'd like to welcome you to the show, Damasus. Great to have you.
Thank you very much.
All right, fantastic. And today we're looking at harnessing the potentials of the Nigerian youth. How important is it to harness the potentials? Well, because we have a growing youth population that is growing at an alarming rate. So how do you engage this youth to be positive, to become the engine room of the nation? These are the issues that we're going to be looking at on today's edition of the show. Well, once again, thank you for joining us, Damasus. Now, you've started a movement. You want to tell us about this?
All right. I think for us to properly understand how we can harness the potential of the Nigerian youth, we may want to approach it from the dimension of the things that we are doing wrong, that are working against the potential of the Nigerian youth, which I may classify as social, economical, and political. I want to categorize these problems or challenges that militate against the idea of harnessing the potential of Nigerian youth under these three categories.
Now, you started a youth movement.
Yeah.
And that movement has been born out of a need that you have seen and a desire to see things change. What are those things that have been on your mind, those burning issues that has, provoked you to start this movement, to mobilize youths, to impact the nation?
Basically, the drive to mobilize the youth, still stand on these three tripods of economic, political, and social challenges the Nigerian youth is facing, which, when they are addressed, won't be having so much agitation as we are seeing across the country. So that's basically what my movement is all about. A movement that is driving the youth consciousness, which starts from the youth himself, being aware and conscious of his environment, what the issues are, and his role in addressing those issues by influencing government policies and activities and other agencies that operate within the national domain.
So where are you going to start? Because we'd like to hear, we'll take that tripod one at a time.
Now, talking about the social challenges that are militating against harnessing the potential of Nigerian youth, talk about education, which is basic. We all know the nature of and the quality of education in this country that is abysmal. When you don't educate a people, they are not informed. They lack the necessary human capacity to actually be productive, even to themselves and to society.
So what's the way forward now? What are you bringing to the table now?
What I'm bringing to the table is these issues, making the Nigerian youth aware of them.
Yeah. Okay.
By reaching out to them on social media and physically in the field.
My producer will be bringing you on subsequently so we can discuss national issues, and you can also sensitize these youths on how they can get on this platform and how to join the movement, of change that has been started by your, by your platform. Because that's the much we can take right now on this discussion. I want to thank you for coming on the show. It's been great talking to you so far.